Director, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, as the guest of honor, and Dr. D. Seshagiri, sir, Director. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your presence adds a special charm to this momentous occasion. I now request the Director General CPRI to kindly escort the chief guest, the guest of honor creation as per the Old Testament. Across culture, light is considered. I request everyone to rise for the lighting the lamp.
फलदायका नीने नी फलदायका नीने विनायका भजने सिद्धि पुदे मागे विनायका भजने सिद्धि पुदे मागे विनायका फलदायका नीने विनायका ಕಾರ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಕಾರ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ಕಾರ್ಯಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಪೊದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಪೊದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರಂಭದಿ ಭಜಿಸುವೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಪೊದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಪೊದೆ ಮಗೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ನೀ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ ಫಲದಾಯಕ ನೀನೇ ವಿನಾಯಕ.
With a sapling and a shawl.
I heartily welcome all to today's function of CPRI's Institute Day celebration. I congratulate all of you on this occasion. Today we are completing 65 years of our proud existence. Government of India set up CPRI in 1960. The idea of setting up CPRI in the country was evolved in 1956 itself. And CPRI was established on the recommendations of the Planning Committee for Power Engineering Research, which was headed by M.S. Thaker, the then Director of Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, which was, the report was submitted in 1956. The committee recommended setting up of CPRI at Bangalore and switchgear testing and development station at Bhopal. Bangalore was selected because of the vicinity of IISc and some of the laboratories already were available there. In fact, the inception of CPRI started from the high voltage laboratory of the IISc. Similarly, switchgear testing and development station at Bhopal, which was located in the BHL campus, and because of the existence of the BHL, which was the then Heavy Electrical India Limited, with the estimated cost of or investment of around 4.2 crore rupees at that time. Subsequently, a nucleus organization was set up under the Central Water and Power Commission, CPWC. Central Power Institute became autonomous organization or other autonomous society in 1978. And since then it has grown from this small group of laboratories to the one of the world's largest laboratories. In terms of the range of the facilities, CPRI is probably one of the world's biggest institute, having the range of the facilities or the range of the products covered under one roof. While we complete some of the ongoing projects, we will be expanding our facility, and soon we'll have some more units. And with the completion of our augmentation of to high power laboratory, probably would be one of the world's few biggest laboratory in terms of the capacity. And I hope that this facility will be ready by this year end. Under Vision 2047, probably we may require laboratories of high power laboratory of much bigger capacity, looking at the capacity of the generation capacity and transmission capacity in the country, which may be increased to many fold.
Dignitaries both on the stage and off the stage. It's a great pleasure for me to be here. I would first like to convey my best wishes to CPRI on its Institute Day. And now we have grown to a very big organization. We are very happy that we played a small part in your evolution. Of course, I'll be brief. What I would like to say is power has become a very important sector for the country, especially given its ambition to become a developed nation by 2047. And we have several, challenges to meet along the way. One, of course, we have to increase the power consumption. Our per capita power consumption is very low compared to the other developed countries. So that has to increase, but at the same time we have to meet our net zero commitments. So these are in some sense contradictory challenges to be met, but we need to do it, and we cannot suddenly stop using coal, so we have to somehow find way of reducing the pollution from coal. So IAC is part of a clean coal project towards this end. And we also need to invest heavily in renewables, but of course renewables presents its own challenges. You need proper, battery storage and other many more, technological advances.
It is an honor to address you here today on this occasion of the Institute, CPRI's Institute Day. Savlaji has ensured that I visited all the laboratories right from morning till now, so that I will not say no whatever proposal he brings to Delhi. So it has given a very good overview of the great work that the Institute has been doing since decades, and it's a very proud moment for me that such an institution has been built in this country. You all know that CPRI has been a premier place for both testing as well as research in the field of power equipment in the country. It has shaped the power sector for decades. Though we have heard its name, whoever has worked in power sector, even though he has not visited this place, this is quite closely related to all the people who work in this sector. And as we march towards Viksit Bharat by 2047, a prosperous and self-reliant India, our focus should be towards indigenization, innovation and sustainability. You are all aware that we are on our way to achieving this 500 gigawatt non-fossil capacity by 2030. We have already completed more than 200 gigawatts, and the remaining 300 gigawatts, we are well on our way to achieving that. And this capacity is significantly going to increase by 2047. And this requires developing supply chains across the value chain of power sector within the country. Every country across the world is busy with their own transition and other requirements. So it's very essential that India develops its own supply chains within our country. And the power sector needs to be equipped with very cutting edge technologies to meet our growing demands. And I feel that CPRI is very uniquely placed to play a very important role in this process. You have the mandate, the expertise, and also the infrastructure to facilitate India's energy transition. I urge CPRI to identify at least 10 technologies that will be crucial for meeting our energy security as well as transition needs. And there can be a collaborative effort with the industry after a thorough analysis of the cutting edge research in global laboratories that is happening. There can be collaboration with the industry, the academia, and I'm certain that this can be a successful initiative. India also boasts of a very good research ecosystem. I was very happy to note that when I visited the Indian Institute of Science in the morning, that a lot of research that is happening here is supporting development of products and technologies outside India. I think that should happen within the country, and all the product development and commercialization of those products, if they happen within the country, our power sector can reach new heights. And CPRI has an access to this incredible talent pool. And this provides an unparalleled opportunity to create indigenous technologies that meet not only our domestic needs but also can support our exports. CPRI can become a platform where big ideas meet global challenges, and a place where we can ask what does India's power sector truly need and how can we make it happen. One immediate priority that comes across our way, or a challenge that we have been facing, is indigenization of HVDC systems. While projects like the Northeast Agra HVDC link are commendable, but we still rely on imported technologies for critical components. And India is poised for a massive expansion of HVDC networks. And CPRI can take the lead in collaborating closely with Indian manufacturers under the Make in India initiative, and also establishing required facilities for the design, testing, commercialization of the indigenous HVDC technologies. There are other critical areas also which require immediate attention, like carbon capture and utilization, developing advanced battery energy storage technologies, accelerating the development of indigenous EV fast chargers, grid forming inverters. We are facing difficulties in, for example, Rajasthan, where a lot of concentration of RE exists, and the stability of the systems like that require these inverters. We need to strengthen the cyber security of our power systems. We have planned about 30 gigawatts of pump storage projects by 2032 to integrate the large wind and solar energy that is coming into the grid. And CPRI can play a very important role in framing guidelines, testing technologies, and also providing advisory support for various power sector stakeholders. AI-driven smart grids are no longer a futuristic concept. CPRI can in fact lead the development of real-time monitoring and predictive maintenance, and also demand forecasting technologies. Most of the SLDCs, they have been finding it difficult to predict the power demand as well as the wind and solar generation over the next 24 hours. So that's a very critical area. We also are aiming for 30% EV adoption by 2030. And this requires a significant leap in charging infrastructure. We have to line up all our major high traffic highways with the charging stations, both fixed battery as well as swappable batteries. CPRI can in fact innovate these fast charging systems and also explore cutting edge technologies like vehicle to grid, which in future we anticipate a lot of requirement would be there. And this will help in making our EV ecosystem future ready. And whatever research that will be taken up must be time bound and goal oriented. Lab experiments should be converted into working prototypes quickly, let's say within 2 years, and launching of pilot products to address specific utility challenges is extremely important. By bridging the gap between research and deployment, CPRA can effectively translate concepts into real-world solutions. We should dream big, but certainly stay grounded. This is not just about innovation, it is about impact in the power sector and also on a larger canvas, the energy ecosystem of the country. It's about transforming ideas into solutions that touch lives and build a better and self-reliant India by 2047. Let us all strive for excellence, and I congratulate every one of you on the occasion of the Institute Day, and I compliment the DG, Mr. Shri Savle, in bringing this institution and in laying the foundation for taking the institute to new heights. Thank you.